So yeah, the false card you've got for your past is this Emperor. So yeah, the Emperor is really, really determined, obviously. He's very strong, he's bold, he's like, right, I'm determined, I'm going to do this. Enough is enough, here I go, I'm strong. So I think this is how you are at this time, and I think you might still be on the edge of this kind of making a decision. It's like, oh, I've got to get out of this. I've got to get out of where I am. I have to take control of where I am. And I think that's what you're going to do. It's been a really difficult year for you. It's been a really difficult year for you, very up and down. It's been like that for a lot of people, obviously. But I'm getting this roller coaster feeling. It's like you've been on this roller coaster and then you've been strapped in and you couldn't move and you just had to go with the flow of this. And now it's like, no, I'm not going to go with the flow of this anymore. I'm going to take the reins, I'm going to take control, and I'm going to move forward by myself. And I think that is what you've decided to do, or what you're going to decide to do. This feels quite immediate. I know this is in the past, but it feels quite immediate. So you might be maybe on the edge of making a decision about something. It feels like a job decision, a career decision. I've had this in your readings before. Job problems, stress around work, all that kind of thing. It feels like if you're still working wherever this is, if this is you, it's quite disorganized. And, you know, obviously you're coming up as the Emperor, so you're very different to the way the place is. You're very, very different to your surroundings. You know, you're experienced, you're organized, you know what you're doing. And you're not being appreciated, or you weren't when you were there. I'm not sure if you're still there or not. You're very knowledgeable, very knowledgeable. You know, this is the Emperor. He knows what he's doing. But it's very strange. It's like you're being acknowledged in a kind of an underhand way in this workplace. You know, you weren't acknowledged publicly, but they were happy to use your knowledge and, you know, for their own benefit. I think maybe someone took credit for your work as well. I think you might have had someone around you taking credit for something you did. And of course, that makes you really, really angry, like this Emperor. And I can understand why you would be if that's you. So it's kind of like, and yeah, the other thing is not just anger, but it's on the outside you're angry, I think, but on the inside, I think all this was really eroding your confidence. You know, you probably weren't showing it on the outside, but I'm getting lots of little stabs to your confidence here. And, you know, you've got the Ten of Swords here as well. So lots and lots and lots of stabs to your confidence. But the thing is, because you're coming up as the Emperor, you know, they tried to stab your confidence, and I think they did a bit, but they couldn't get to your core. You've got this really, really strong earth core, and you've always had this, you'll always have this. And you don't show a lot of people your core, but it's right in there. It's extremely strong, extremely strong. So no matter what people say, no matter what they do, you've always got that there. So just remember that. If you're going through this time where people are undermining you, stabbing you in the back, like this poor man on the Ten of Swords, not giving you the credit where it's due, they cannot get to your core. You have an extremely strong core, and no one can get there. No one can get to that. You will always have that. You'll always have that. Now, with this job here, I'm getting this, feels like a bit of a risky feeling, actually. It's like, oh, I don't know if I should do this. There's some kind of job here, it might be a business, and it feels like to you, might not be as risky as you feel as if it is, but it feels like there's something with a big risk around it coming to you. I don't know if you know this or whether you've seen this or not, but when you do, whether you have or you haven't, I don't know, but wherever you are with this, when you see this risky thing, it's going to be really, really scary. You're going to be like, oh, should I do this? There's so much risk at this. I could lose everything. I might lose the job I've got now, and it might turn into nothing. I would say that you should really take this risk. I'm sticking my neck out. I don't like telling people what to do because I'm really afraid they'll do something. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of positivity around this risk. And I think for your own confidence, taking this risk will be really good for you too, because I think you've been stuck in this old place for a long, long time. And I think once you take this risk and once you move forward, you know, you can take a risk, and if it doesn't work, you can do something else. There's always something else out there for you, because you've got this very, very strong core. You'll always bounce back. Just remember that. You'll always bounce back. But I really think it's not quite as risky as you're imagining. You know, you've got the Knight of Wands right next to this, and he's kind of jumping up and down, really nervous. But he's going forward anyway. He's coming forward into battle. It's like, oh, I'm really scared, but I know I have to do this. I know I have to do this. I'm coming forwards anyway. So I think eventually you probably will take this risk. And I really hope you do, because I'm actually seeing this paying off for you if that's what you do. And, you know, you'll look back on this and you'll say, you know, why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I do this sooner? And I think once you go and do this thing, it feels like a risk. It might actually be a business. It might be you setting up your own business, but it's something that feels quite risky. You know, when you've been in a job and you're in there and you go in day to day, it feels like, okay, I've got a paycheck. It's fine. But no job is 100% secure. We all know that these days, right, with what's happening in the world right now. So, yeah, I think once you take this risk, you'll feel a lot happier. You'll have more autonomy. You'll have more say in what you're doing. You'll be able to use your skills. You'll be able to use your knowledge in the right way, in the way that you see. And yeah, look at the Sun card. This is about breakthroughs. So once you do this, once you take up this risk, it's this big breakthrough in your life. And I'm seeing lots of really, really positive things coming out of that Sun card. Beautiful, lots and lots of things you've always wanted to happen, but you've been a little bit afraid to do. They're all going to start coming to you. Everything is coming in at once. That's what I'm seeing with this Eight of Wands right next to the Sun card. They're all coming out of the breakthrough. They're all coming out of the Sun. So it's really, really, really beautiful. So I am seeing you moving on from this work, if you haven't already, and you're taking a little bit of a risk. And I think for a while you're going to be backwards and forwards on this. You're going to be like, oh, should I do this or not? I don't know. I'm a little bit like this Knight of Wands. I'm jumping backwards and forwards. I don't know if I should do this. But I think in the end, you'll probably say yes to this. And that's when you'll get to the Sun card. You'll be way, way more happier. And lots and lots and lots of things are going to come into your life from that. And also, I think, you know, just looking at the Six of Swords here, again, that's showing me moving away from an old situation. So you're going to move away from this old job. And yes, someone has eroded your confidence. I can see that with these stabs, with these swords here. And you know, she's moving away, this woman in the Six of Swords. But she's still got some of the swords with her. So it might take you some time to get a lot of that confidence back. Because, you know, when people erode your confidence, it takes time to get that back. But you will get that back. You will get that back. I really think taking this risk and doing this is going to be the best thing you've ever done, because I'm seeing lots and lots of really beautiful, positive things coming out of that. Okay, there's something else I'm getting in the Six of Swords here. Yeah, it's all I'm getting in your past is this taking charge, letting go of old things, moving on, taking control. So I think someone else has moved on from someone. Yeah, this is very mixed up. This is giving me lots and lots of mixed emotions. So I think this might be an ex. I think this might be someone who you had a lot of feelings for. It feels like you still have, not that you've got feelings for them, because I think you've moved on, because you can see on this card you've moved on from this person. But I think you still have some mixed emotions when it comes to them. You know, when you start thinking about them again, all the emotions come back and you start getting all messed up. And it doesn't mean you want them back. It just means that all the old emotions come up again. So yeah, okay, so I think when you're with this person, they had someone around them all the time, and I think that might have been what the sticking point was with you. There was a point of contention between you. There's always this kind of thing between you, and I think it was someone around them, someone helping them, and they never quite went away, this person. Now, I don't actually think it was a third party. I think you might have suspected that it was. Maybe it was an ex of theirs, so there was a bit of a blurred line there. I think you're right in that. But I really think this third person that was around them, because I'm getting this kind of, why are they still around you? Why are they there? Why are they always around you? And they'd be like, well, they're just a friend, or they're just my ex, or I have to help them out, or they've asked me to help this, they need my help, or they're giving me advice on this. And you're thinking, well, why do they have to be around you? And they're saying, well, it's all innocent, it's all innocent. Now, I think it was innocent in terms of, I don't think they were having a relationship. I'm not seeing that. Now, there might have been, but I'm not seeing that here. I think the main problem was that they were around them. You weren't happy for this person to be around them, and they disregarded your feelings. Because if they really loved you, if they really cared for you at this time, and they really put you first, which is what they should have done, they wouldn't have had this person around them all the time, because there's no need for this person to be around. And I think that's how you felt. But yeah, what I'm getting now is they've moved away from this old energy. They've moved away from this old energy. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, they're dropping the energy. I'm getting arguments. I'm getting arguments between these two people. And what's happened is they've come apart. That's what I'm seeing. So I think there might be a chance that they might want to come and talk to you again. What I'm getting very clearly is it's be very, very careful around this, because what I'm seeing is you've moved on from that. You've been through all those emotions. You've left them behind. You've got lots and lots of really beautiful, positive things coming up for you. Just be very, very careful that this person doesn't come back and start messing with your head again, because you've got this amazing, beautiful breakthrough. You've got the Sun card. You've got all these amazing things coming into your life. Everything's coming up at once. Everything's coming in for you. I've got money. I've got other opportunities coming in for you. Please be very careful when you're dealing with this person coming back again. I really, really feel as if I have to say this for someone. Okay. Right, so the false card you've got for your present is this Knight of Wands. Yeah, be very careful once again with this energy coming back, because you're on this steady track. You're the Emperor. You've made up your mind. I'm moving on. I'm moving on from my old workplace. I'm moving on from the old. I'm going into the new. I'm taking control now. And look at this Knight of Wands. He's not in control. He's up and down. So please, again, I think that's another warning. Please be careful of letting this old energy back in. I don't want to tell you what to do, but I'm getting this very, very clearly. Now, okay, what I'm getting here with this Knight of Wands, the other thing I'm getting here is, yeah, I'm getting the word stand your ground. Stand your ground. Because if you look at this knight, obviously he's not standing his ground, or the horse isn't. It's up and down. Its feet aren't on the ground. You've got to stand your ground. Now, with this risky thing that you're going to do, this job, it's not really risky, but I think you've got that fear around that. With that thing that you're going to do, be very careful to keep that to yourself. Be very careful who you tell about this, because you might have some people trying to talk you out of things. So just watch out for that, because you might say, right, I'm the Emperor, I'm going to move forward, I want to do this. And then you get all these people saying, oh, be careful, it's risky, don't do that. And then you start to look like this Knight of Wands. So that's one area where you need to stand your ground. Now, there's another area I'm getting here. Okay, this is a little bit specific, but hopefully it's going to make sense to someone. Now, I'm just looking back at the Sun card. I'm getting a recovery here. I don't think it's an illness. I think it's kind of more about something to do with, it might actually be an addiction problem, or it might be a mental health related problem. It's something like that. And there's a child here, because I'm looking at this sun card. I'm getting a child. Now, it feels like an older child to what's on this sun card, because what I'm getting is they've made some decisions, or they've gone off with the wrong people, or they've done something like that. And the decisions they've made have led them to this problem, or this mental health problem, or this whatever it is, this problem that they've got. So now this might be your child, I think, or it might be someone that you feel responsible for. Again, this feels like a teenager to me. I know this is specific, but it's for someone. Now, you know this person. You know them really well. You love them. You care about them. I've got family on your back. They might try and tell you how to take care of them. They might try and tell you what to do with them. They might say, oh, you're doing the wrong thing. You need to do this. You need to do that. You know what's best for them. You know what's best for this child if this is you. You know them as well as you. You love them. You're very close to them. Now, there have been times where you haven't been close to them, but they're going to be close to you again. They're coming back from whatever this problem is. They're still going to have a lot of problems. And yeah, this child coming back to you, or this teenager, this is one of the things, this is one of the positive things that's coming out of the sun card, that they're coming back to you. And you know, it's beautiful to you, because I'm seeing lots and lots of love between you. But don't let any people get between you. Don't let any people tell you what to do, because you know them. You know what's best for them. I keep on seeing that. Stand your ground. There's a beautiful, it feels like a recovery or an improvement coming to them. And I think you're going to have a hand in that, and you're going to help them with that. A very gentle, very loving, very caring hand. That's what I'm seeing. Now, it's not a smooth road. It's not a smooth road in front of them. There's lots of obstacles, there's lots of problems, but you're going to be on the right track with them, and they're going to eventually totally get better or recover from whatever this is, because of the way you're helping them. So don't let anyone get in the way. If your instincts are telling you to go a certain way with this child or this teenager, you go that way. Stand your ground. I'm seeing that very, very, very strongly for someone. Yeah, do you know what I'm getting? I'm just looking at this sun card again. It's so warm and beautiful. It's a hug. I'm getting a hug, really warm hug. Yeah, I just want to show you this sequence in the bottom row. Just have a look at this horizontally going across. So there's this child in the sun card. You've got the 8 of Wands next to that, things progressing, things improving. And then at the end of that, you've got the Ace of Cups. Beautiful love and peace. Yeah, love and peace between the two of you. I know things have been rocky between the two of you, you and this child or this teenager. You're going to come to a place of peace. But you need to be able to stand your ground. You need to be able to hold your ground against a lot of other voices that are going to come to you. So I hope that makes sense to someone. Right, so I'm going to talk about the Two of Pentacles now. Right, so this is it. This is this message that's coming in. Now, it's coming in from this axe. I'm getting this really clearly now. The message is going to come in. I can see this behind you. You've got these, you've clashed with them before, which is exactly what I was getting before. You know, if you look at this man in the Two of Pentacles, right behind him, you've got this rocky sea, and you've got these two ships that are about to crash. So you've already had that crash with them. You've already had that. It's like, I've been through this with you. I've been through this with you. You hurt me. I moved on. I've moved on. I've been through all those emotions. And when I think of you, they come up again, because I know they do. They all come up again. But I have moved on. Now, there's a message coming in from them. They're going to want to talk to you. And I just want you to be aware of this, because I'm getting this, it's almost like a frozen feeling. It's kind of like, yeah, you'll get this message. I'm just getting this, looking at your phone, and you get this message, and you're like, oh, I'm totally frozen. It's like, what do I do with this? You know, what do I do? Do I answer them? You know, it's stirring up all my feelings again, like this Two of Pentacles whizzing around on this roller coaster. That's how they made me feel before. And I don't like that feeling. I don't want to feel like that again. I feel all crazy and strange and all my emotions are all up in the air. So I think you will ignore this for a while because you just won't know what to do with this. That's kind of what I'm getting there. I think you probably will end up saying something eventually, but yeah, I'm getting a very, very negative feeling coming from you when it comes to them, because they stir you up again. They stir you all up again, and it's a really disturbing, really strange feeling, when you hear from them. And you had that stirred up feeling when you thought of them. So this is them coming to actually speak to you or send you a message. So what I'm getting is you're probably going to hold back from this. You're not going to know what to say. You're not going to, I don't think you're going to talk to them for a while. And yeah, they're going to be quite impatient, actually. It's like they're waiting for an answer from you. And, you've got this eternity symbol here. So they're going to be sitting there going, how long do I have to wait for this answer? I'm waiting for an eternity. Are they going to answer me? Are they going to answer me? And then I've got this impatience coming from them because, if you look down at this 8 of Wands, you've got all these other messages coming in. So I think when they wait and they don't get an answer from you, I think they're going to be quite forceful in giving you lots more messages. So just be prepared for this, because I know it's something that kind of stirs you up a lot. So be prepared for this message to come in. You might want to prepare for this now. Maybe think about how you're going to react to this, what you're going to do, whether you're going to react or not. And just get ready for this now, because it's going to stir up all your emotions. And what I want to tell you is you've got all these amazing things coming for you. You've got, the Sun card. You've got this amazing new business opportunity, or whatever this says. You've got this teenager. You've got this child. Lots of happy times coming up for you, lots and lots of things at once. You don't want this to set you back on this crazy roller coaster, and that's what I'm getting with the Two of Pentacles. So be very, very careful. Once again, I'm getting this warning. Be very careful with this person coming back to you. So yeah, the first card you've got for your future is the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, again, look at this. This is where you're heading. Yeah, she's so content, this woman. She's in a beautiful garden. She's got coins. She's got everything she needs there. Very, very content. This is where you're heading. This is where the Sun card's leading you to this amazing contentment. Lots of things you've been waiting for are coming. But the big thing about this card is she's alone. So I really think, looking at this card, that you're not going to be interested in this person that's coming back to you. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, you are going to have to make a decision about this, though. I don't think, because it feels like you'll hold off. You will want to talk to them, but they're not going to leave you alone. You can see that with the Eight of Wands. They're going to keep on messaging you, keep on messaging you. That's what I'm getting. So you are going to have to either say something to them, or you're going to have to block them or something. Some kind of decision is going to have to be made. And you can see on this card, you've already made a decision. You've already made a decision here. You've got this, if you look at this Nine of Pentacles, you can see up on the horizon behind this woman, you've got these two trees here, right up on the horizon. And they're reflecting the Lover's card, actually, with those two trees, the Tree of Knowledge and whatever the other one is. The Tree of Life and the Tree of Knowledge, that's it. So you've got these two trees. So you've been in love with them. You've been in the Lover's card with them, but it's behind you. She's got her back to the trees. You've already made that decision and you've moved on from them. So when these messages come into you, you're going to be saying, well, I've already been through this with you. I've felt all those feelings. I've been through that really horrible heartbreak. And I don't want to go through it all again. I don't want you coming into my life, giving me this roller coaster up and down. Then I have to go through this all again. I don't totally trust you. And then I might lose everything again. So it looks like you're going to say no. And I really, really hope you are. Again, I hate telling people what to do, but I'm getting so many warnings all through this reading about this person coming back. And you can see, look at this. You've got this Ten of Swords. They hurt you. They hurt you. And so, yeah, there's no way that you're going to want to come back to them I can see that. But this is what they're thinking. I'll just show you the sequence here. If you look at this Ten of Swords, just behind this, you can see there's a sunrise that's coming up. Just behind this man, a new day. So what they're thinking is, because swords can be about conversation, words. So what they're thinking is, if I talk to this person enough, if I have enough of a conversation with them, if I say enough words to them, they'll understand eventually, and they'll see the sunrise. They'll see that there can be a new day for this relationship, and that's going to lead us to the Ace of Cups, to love. That's what they're thinking. But I really, really, really don't think you agree. And if that's the case, you know, you might agree, you might eventually agree with them, but I'm really, really seeing very strongly that you're not going to be interested in them coming back. And if that's the case, I hate telling people what to do, but I have to. Where you're going is into this beautiful positivity. You've got other opportunities in front of you in all different areas of your life. You've got new love opportunities as well. You know, the Ace of Cups can be about new love. And again, you've got the Sun, all those amazing wands coming out of the Sun, lots of opportunities, including new love. So if you ignore this person or you say no to them, you've got a much better love in front of you and a lot of other amazing things as well.